Hi all, welcome to the next video from our high ticket dropshipping course. Sorry we've not had any content lately. We've been really busy with our new projects or our current websites, and then on top of that our mentoring, with more and more people sign up to our mentoring, so that obviously takes more of our time as well. But the biggest absorbing of our time at the moment is our new projects really. So one of the things that came from one of our mentoring sessions was Klaviyo and how to set that Klaviyo up, and I thought, well, that makes actually a good video for content, so we thought we'd make that today. But we do plan to make another 2 or 3 videos in the next coming days, and so we can have more consistent content coming out that's useful. So starting on Klaviyo today, you'll see here that this is our last year. We've had 1.4 million, almost 1.5 million in terms of revenue, and 230,000 of that's come from Klaviyo. And this is just in the last 12 months. It's not going for 2021, it's just from today, 12 months back. The flows is 145,000 and campaigns is 84,000. So the total share from Klaviyo is like 16% of our revenue has come from Klaviyo, and it's a good figure, 230,000. I do believe we would have had some of that anyway. You know, some things Klaviyo will take credit for that I think we would have got the sale anyway. But even if, say for instance, 80,000 of that we would have got the sale, and it's still 150,000, it's still 150,000 pounds that you wouldn't have got without Klaviyo. You know, so there's still a substantial figure in there that it adds value to. So today's going to be really about how you're setting your Klaviyo up and the flows, and how we have ours set up. And you'll see here like our abandoned checkout, the revenue from that, the welcome flow, product abandonment, abandoned cart, thank you, and then cross sell. We'll get nothing from cross sell, so maybe you don't even need to set that up really. And then we'll talk a little bit about the campaigns and how we send out campaigns as well, because you know there's a big chunk of money there coming from campaigns. And we haven't used Klaviyo properly in the last 12 months. We probably started using it around about maybe July, August, got better and progressed with that into September. And in October, we had an agency that got involved with us, and they really kind of changed a lot of the things that we were doing in a different way. We didn't work with them for a long period of time because we didn't see a significant difference to what we were doing to what they were doing. And you know, from that it just wasn't value to really continue work with them. But there was certain things that we learned, so for the money we did pay, we did increase our knowledge in that period of time. But going into it, so let's start off first of all, you know, with the abandoned checkout. So with your abandoned checkout, when you're setting that up, the process is going to be something like this. You know, when someone starts to check out, you'll then have a trigger. You'll wait for like the timing, and then after there, what's the next step? And within this as well, you'll also design your actual emails. So you want to have branding and design for all this, and then also maybe offer different products, change things up slightly, so that when they get emails, it might show them something they weren't thinking of, because you're going to have emails coming for all different things. So you want some variety among that. And you can also do some split testing to see what works versus something else, because maybe one particular email does better than another. But these are all things you can do when you're setting it up. So someone starts the checkout process, they wait 1 hour, and then they get the abandoned email. You'll see here that 64% open that email, which is quite a significant number. 17% click it, and 6.5% have purchased, and that's in the last 365 days. You then wait another 23 hours, and there'll be things in here that if they haven't purchased, then you know you'll retarget them. And in here, when you retarget them, you could offer an additional discount. We don't, but there's something that you could offer. We don't even offer an additional discount even on this stage. We have our standard 7% off, so we're not offering any more money to do this. We're just keeping that contact. But to increase conversions, you could offer a discount and take it from your profit. So on the second email, it's still quite a high open rate, 49%, click rate 8%, so it's dropped, and then they place an order at 1.6. So again here, you could argue, is that waited too long and that buying time's over? Or, because it's high ticket, are we too close to sending another email? So maybe you want to leave it 2 days and then send an email. And these are things that you can set up to test and see what works for you better versus others, really. And again, you would design that in here in terms of and how it all looks, basically. Next on to that is your welcome email, your welcome newsletter email. After someone signs up to your newsletter, that you'll send an email out to them. Now with the pop-up, when they come onto the website, the pop-up's there, they put in their email address, mobile number, and then you capture that those details. That is what allows a lot of these flows to happen, because obviously without their email address, them logged into your store, you're not going to be able to gather this information. So again, with our pop-up, our newsletter, we actually have that on and off at different times, but you want it to really grow your newsletter base. But again, from here, 59% open rate, 13% click rate, and 1.6% have actually placed an order. And that because a lot of people coming onto the website put in their details, but they're not necessarily going to look to order or something just now, but they still sign up to your newsletter. But you can retarget them with these other flows and also with campaigns. After 2 days, so you've got the welcome email, and then after waiting a couple of days, we then send another email, which is again just about our social media, maybe get people to sign up to our Instagram and for social proof, and again keep that interaction with the customer. 45% open it, 5% click it. Our orders placed at that point is really, really low. So that's probably something that we should have been looking to change to see if there's anything we could do to increase that. And then after 4 days, we then send another email. And again, you'll see it's still got quite a high open rate, 39%. Click rate at this point has dropped away down low. So these are things that you could test out, because again, you may want to leave it so that maybe it's 7 days, maybe it's 20 days, maybe it's 5 days. We've maybe been too much by, they sign up, they've got an email, 2 days later they've got another, 4, they've got another email. But it's all these different things are worth testing. But again, it's different revenues. An extra, there's 31,000 there. With the welcome one, it's a difficult one because you could argue that they were probably going to buy anyway. It's just that they've put in their details there and they've purchased. So there will be a percentage of that I think you would have got with or without that welcome email. So another one is the view the product. So again, because they've signed up, they've come on the website, they've put in their details in the pop-up, so this allows you to retarget them just because they've viewed the product. So they go on, they look at what they like, and then they leave. They don't add it to cart, they don't add it to the checkout, but because they signed up, you've got the details. Now, they've left the website and you're then retarget them. Again, 63% of opening that, 11% are clicking on it, and 0.7% have placed an order. It's still £14,000 that possibly we wouldn't get without that flow being set up. We then wait 22 hours and then you retarget them again. Yeah. Some people will retarget again after 4 hours. Some people do it much tighter. I've seen a website recently where they targeted after like 10 minutes, targeted again after half an hour, and targeted a third time after an hour. So it was, for me, it was very aggressive targeting. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure that they don't lose that sale in that period of time where it's still in their mind. So different products may work in different ways, and it's just really for testing to see what suits yourself. The next one in the process is the abandoned when they've added it to the cart. So again, through the process, they've added to the cart, they've not went to the checkout, and then they've abandoned it. You'll see here that 61% open it and the 10% click it, and it's a low volume for placing actual orders, like 1.5%. And it's the same when you wait the 20 hours, and again, it's not a huge amount. And then another one is the thank you. So when someone has purchased from us and we send a thank you email, it's got a very high open rate, but people don't then necessarily come and order something else. They have a 0.3%, but we're not talking about much money here. And then waiting 2 days and they've got any questions, waiting 3 days, and then something else. And again, you'll see the stats here. Again, you can play around with that. You could have it a longer period. but we do have other flows for when when someone's not been on the website for a certain period of time, and we do have them disabled just now, which I've not. That's why we don't have them on here. But you can have a flow where if you've got customers who have not purchased from you for X amount of time, then it sends an email to them, and it's basically to try to get them to come back onto the website. So that's another type of flow, but you can really mess around with all the flows. So, to summarize, we have the abandoned checkout, someone subscribing to our newsletter, someone who's viewed a product, and someone has added to cart. You'll see that we actually have more for people who've just viewed the product than actually added it to the cart, that we've made more money from that. So you could say that possibly our email campaign for add to cart is not going very well. Maybe they need to change that. Or it's just that there's a better conversion from there. But the biggest one is the people who abandon the checkout, and then you're retargeting there. So again, for that one, maybe waiting 23 hours is too long. 1 hour, 5 hours, and then retarget them. And then the next point is we go back. We said about campaigns. We've got £84,000 there from campaigns in the last 12 months. Your campaigns is a great way to again engage with your customers. Like if you've got new products, or there's something you changed on the site, or to target for social media or some sort of competition, you've always got to have a reason to reach out to them. But when there's a valuable content or something to offer them, then you want to have that campaign going out once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. It all depends on the content that you've got for them. It keeps them engaged, and then it also helps with conversions. You don't want to be doing it too much if your list is relatively low. You want to have a decent list that you're recirculating to all the time, because if you've only got 100 people on your list and all that you're sending them emails all the time, they may get a bit annoyed. And there's not many people to retarget in there. Where you've got a much bigger list, then when you're retargeting that, you're going to get more conversions and better engagement from that. So I hope this was all useful for you. If you get any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you think the video is useful, then like and share it, and tell your friends about it. We have on our high-ticket dropshipping website, highticketdropshipping.co.uk, various different products that we're offering. The biggest thing is a one-on-one mentoring. But something that we're really keen to offer is that we have a package which is £15,000 on the website, where we will basically build a business for you. Brand it, build the website, absolutely everything. Set up your advertising so that you're ready to just take control of it. We even manage your advertising and everything for the first month. But we're willing to reduce that to £10,000 for the first person who takes it. And that is because we want to document that whole process on YouTube. And as as the discount, the benefit for us is we get to document it on YouTube. The benefit for the customer is they make a £5,000 saving. But this will go through a process to document the whole setup from start to finish. And because we're going to make this live as part of our YouTube, then we're going to put every resource behind it to make it a massive success. So I think it's like a win-win for both. And if that's something of interest for anybody watching the video, then please reach out to us, because we'd be happy to have a chat. Okay, well, have a great day, and we'll speak to you later.